The American dream. Work hard, apply yourself, and you'll be rewarded for your hard work. You're supposed to get paid for every hour you work. You're supposed to get breaks during your workday. You're supposed to be paid overtime if you work extra hours. But what if you don't? That's called wage theft. In Los Angeles, $26.2 million are stolen from workers every week. That's $1.4 billion a year. If you're a victim of wage theft, here's how to fight back. Wage theft can occur in many ways. Paying less than minimum wage, not paying overtime, not allowing for meal or rest breaks, making you work off the clock, paying you as an independent contractor instead of as an employee, not paying you at all. Wage theft is a crime, and unfortunately, employers often get away with it. If you want the money you earned, you have to go through the official process. It can be long and confusing, and no attorney will be appointed to help you. However, many victims of wage theft are successful if they follow these steps. Step 1. You're going to have to build a case against your employer, so you'll need to collect all of your employment documents, like bounced checks, paychecks, pay stubs, contracts, even your own written records of how many hours you worked. Once you have your evidence, you'll need to take it to the DLSE, which stands for the Division of Labor Standards Enforcement. Here you'll need to fill out the DLSE Form 1, Initial Report or Claim. You'll need to know as much about your employer as you possibly can. Things like their legal name, their business name, location, and their status, if they're a sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation. You'll submit that form along with the evidence you collected. This is very important. Don't submit your originals. Submit only copies in case you need the originals again. From there, you'll be assigned to a deputy labor commissioner who decides what happens next. You might get an informal meeting where your complaint is resolved right away, or there may be a more formal conference. Lastly, you may receive a hearing. If a hearing is needed, you'll present witnesses and evidence. This is where you should bring your original documents as well as 2 copies of everything. If you get a hearing, you need to know your rights. You can be represented by an attorney or another party if you choose. You can present your evidence, testify about your experience, and call other people to testify. You can ask your employer questions as well as question your employer's witnesses. You can argue against your boss's evidence. You have a right to have a translator present if you need one. Within 15 days, you will be notified of the decision and the amount awarded, if any, by the hearing officer. You can also appeal the decision if you need to. The process can be a pain and takes a long time, but it is important to stay focused. Try to avoid these easy mistakes. Get all your paperwork in on time. Make copies of everything. Never send the originals. Don't miss your appointments. If you miss your conference or hearing, your case will be dismissed. During this process, if your boss pays you the missing wages or any part of the missing wages, you must tell your deputy. You deserve every dollar you've worked for. For more information, call Betsy-DEC, Kiwa, or the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles.